It's often debated who would win if Jackie Chan fought Bruce Lee. Both are martial arts legends known for their formidable fighting abilities. Bruce Lee is regarded as the father of modern martial arts and known for his speed and agility. Jackie Chan is a skilled martial artist known for his innovative fighting style. Have they ever fought in a film before? If so, who would win if they fought in real life? Let's see. What happened when Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan fought in a movie? Although Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan never fought in real life, they knew each other and even worked together at the Golden Harvest Studio. Chan performed stunts in both Fists of Fury and Enter the Dragon. In both films, he also played unnamed minions. He had a brief encounter with Lee himself in Enter the Dragon. During a sequence in which Lee had to deal with numerous attackers at once, one of the thugs, played by Chan, came at him from behind and seized him. Lee quickly slipped the hold, trapping his opponent's arm behind his back and holding him by the hair while kicking one of the villain's lackeys. While the camera was focused on Bruce Lee's solemn expression, the hero appeared to snap Chan's character's neck off screen. Later in the same Enter the Dragon scene, Lee obtained a staff and beat everyone who came close. Chan was among the men who rushed Lee, presumably with a different identity. He fell even quicker than before this time. Chan was knocked out with a single whack from Lee's stick. Years later, Chan revealed a behind-the-scenes account of his Enter the Dragon experience, explaining that the blow had truly affected him. Following that, Lee continued the scene but apologized to Chan when it was finished. How does Jackie Chan's martial arts style differ from Bruce Lee's? Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan are both kung fu experts, although not in the same styles, as there are hundreds of different types of kung fu. Lee's foundation is based on Wing Chun, a soft style that emphasizes reflexes, timing, and deflecting an opponent's punches. Lee learned Wing Chun as a child but subsequently developed his style, Jeet Kune Do, which mixes numerous fighting methods other than kung fu. Instead of relying on traditional stances and motions, Bruce Lee incorporated elements of Western boxing, taekwondo, karate, and other martial arts into the Jeet Kune Do principles. In terms of martial arts prowess, Jackie Chan is similarly versatile. He, like Lee, has always been open to one combat technique. Chan primarily practices Hapkido, a Korean martial art, Southern Shaolin Kung Fu, Northern Shaolin Kung Fu, and Wing Chun. Although this is not the extent of his knowledge, Chan says his, quote, style is chop suey everything, via Kora. Lee and Chan share some of the same fighting skills, Wing Chun, but how they fight on screen is vastly different. Lee is recognized for his violence and quickness, whereas Jackie Chan is known for his acrobatics and improvisation. Chan is recognized for his ability to convert anything around him into a weapon and his exceptional athletic skill, which aided him in jumping and evading. These characteristics of his fighting style complemented his movie comic tone. On the other hand, Lee was more concerned with close fighting and practical skill. Following that, why Bruce Lee would beat Jackie Chan in a fight. One of the most prevalent arguments in the Bruce Lee vs. Jackie Chan debate is that Lee would win since Chan's strengths are primarily in his humorous acting style and athleticism rather than pure martial arts ability. However, this unjust accusation ignores some of Chan's most remarkable martial arts performances during his long acting career. For example, the last fights he had with Benny, the Jet Orquídez in Dragons Forever and Wheels on Meals highlight Chan's kung fu abilities. In other words, Chan, like Lee, should be treated seriously as a genuine martial artist. If they had battled in real life, Chan, much more than simply an acrobatic performer, would have undoubtedly presented a difficult test to Lee. Despite Jackie Chan's abilities, Bruce Lee would win one-on-one combat. After all, Lee has more real-world fighting experience. During his adolescence in Hong Kong, Lee was embroiled in gang violence and frequently involved in severe rooftop confrontations with other kung fu pupils. As an adult, he had his fair share of battles, the most notable of which was with Wong Jack Man. Lee was also known for his quickness. Numerous anecdotes emphasize Lee's incredible speed as a combatant. Although Chan was fast in his own right, there is little evidence that he could equal Lee's speed. So while Jackie Chan would undoubtedly give a great confrontation, the chances would still be in Bruce Lee's favor. Next up, what does Jackie Chan say about Bruce Lee? In an interview transcript, Chan is quoted as saying that while Lee greatly impacted his life, he will never be the same person he was. Because of his martial arts expertise, I'd always looked up to him as a role model. His talent at punching was noteworthy, besides how he spoke and punched. It was a pleasure to speak with him. The true story of how Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee first met is unique, even if it is somewhat amusing for the actors involved. The two had a lot of fun working together on filming Enter the Dragon in the early 1970s. Lee, Chan's employee at the time, time, would remember him and even strike up a discussion with him when he saw him on set. Lee would never forget Chan's name. The practice of martial arts as we know it now would not exist if Bruce Lee did not direct all those beautiful martial arts films. The method used by film studios to create martial arts films evolved. Working with Lee drove Jackie Chan to develop his unique stunt method. Lee chose to hire him after what happened to perform other stunts in Enter the Dragon. Following that, did Jackie Chan stunt double for Bruce Lee? Despite their opposing viewpoints, Lee and Chan share a close friendship. Chan began his filming career as a double stunt for Lee. It would be an honor for him to draw inspiration from that event. Next up, the importance of Jackie Chan. In 1970, Chan traveled to America to pursue a career in cinema and television. He gained fame as a teacher and a pioneer in the area after teaching martial arts for a few years at the Karate Institute of America in Hollywood, adding a spirit of improvisation and fun to the profession. He revolutionized the face of film as the founder of martial arts, and his relentless attempts to promote the art form have left an indelible mark. Moving on, Bruce Lee vs. Chuck Norris. When contrasting Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris, it is impossible to choose a single winner. Both have a significant amount of experience and a high level of expertise in martial arts. Nevertheless, there are numerous essential distinctions between the two. Chuck Norris is regarded as a master of more conventional forms of martial arts, whereas Bruce Lee is believed to be the modern mixed martial arts founder. Norris's height and weight advantage over Lee will give him the upper hand in a confrontation between them. Ultimately, it is impossible to predict who would emerge victorious between these two legendary figures in a fight. As seen in their movie together, The Way of the Dragon, they look like rivals in real life. Who would come out on top if it had came down to a fight between the two well-known athletes? It's more challenging than you might think it is. The most renowned of Lee's true fights occurred against Wong Jack Man. The bout lasted for 7 minutes and ultimately affected Lee's health. If Lee had lived longer and put in more effort to hone his trade in the 1980s, he likely would not have passed away and further developed his talents. Has a character with similar abilities as Norris been successful in defeating him? Following that, who would win a fight, Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris? Who would prevail if Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris squared off? In a duel between two well-known fighters, neither man could prevail. Bruce Lee may face a more challenging foe in Wong Jack Man. In a famous duel between the two men in 1964, Wong is generally considered to have prevailed. Finally, what about Bruce Lee and Ip Man? Who would win? Ip Man has more ring experience than Bruce Lee, having fought in over 20 fights during his career. He is a better fighter than Bruce Lee and has a better rounded strategic mind. Although Bruce Lee is an excellent martial artist with an impressive skill set, he lacks Ip Man's experience. Ip Man would have to outmaneuver and outfight Bruce Lee if he was to stand a chance against him, and Bruce Lee would have to rely on his martial arts skills to win. Ip Man was victorious because of his extensive experience and superior skills. What do you think about our video in general? If Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan engage in combat, who will prevail? Let us know in the comment section, please. Well, that marks the end of our video for today. We hope you enjoyed it. On your way out, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching.